Let's forget about what Britain will say. Britain is nobody. They're nothing. Britain is a coward. Listen to me.
What did Britain? What did they do to you?
Britain is a African nation. Britain is problem of African nation. Britain is a country that God have already caused, like Egypt. Britain will never come remain normal. Britain will later come back for food in Africans. I am telling you the fact. I am not telling you to believe me. But if a life is something that somebody can program to leash, like, let me say, extra 50 years coming, that you will see Britain that coming strongly come to Africans to beg. I am telling you the truth. Are you hearing me? Because already Russia have corrected the food in their mouths. They use Nigeria to bring hope. And if Nigerian government that cut off the pipeline concerning gas, they are finished. That is the truth. And I don't blame part of the north that follow Niger go, because that is the program of Buhari. Yes, this is the program of Buhari. So Buhari have already programmed it before lifting the office. I'm accused Buhari. That man called your brain. It's not even Buhari. That man called your brain. I abuse him. Let that young man should be arrested.
But it's Buhari now.
It's not a Buhari, it's a Jobrain. Let that young man should be arrested and come and give account. What's happening in the north now? Is the one that program concerned issue of Q in Niger. In the same man that plan of the same 7 states that protesting concern issue of foreign Niger go as a nation. Let that man should be invited in this country and they sit him and arrested him.
But he's not around presently. Buhari is not
Let
around.
them they find that Boko Haram bandit. Let them find where he is and arrested him. Is the problem of Tinubu?
Or Tinubu is the problem of Buhari.
Is problem of Tinubu that, let me tell you, Tinubu, find this man where he is. Stop hiding him. Arrested him is your problem. How can this man go and sign for oil refineries? Oil facilities. Sign it to US Britain for 10 good years. And it thinks that it will be easy for you.
But now Tinubu bring Buhari come now.
You don't know that the way that this man is one star that like this. Let her arrest him. Let her arrest him. This man needs to be arrested and give account how much he borrowed, what he did take it to do. See, the last thing Tinubu, but if you want to remain like this and people begin to mock you, I'll leave this man. But if you don't want people to begin to mock you, arrest this Boko Haram, whatever anywhere it is. When nnamdikanu was telling you people not listen.
Why is he in jail? Is she laughing in jail?
Let him carry him come. Let the guy carry this bandit come. He's a bandit. See, if they don't know what to do, this man need to be taken off front of this earth. He's a useless man. Let them carry him come this country. People are suffering because of Buhari issue. How can you lock all the borders down? Every corner you lock it down. No provision for farmers. No provision for anything. You lock all the borders down. You want to kill everybody once. Are you telling me? If I saw opportunity to grab Buhari, I will myself. If I see opportunity to grab this man, see, this man do what to even toast my wife and my daughter. Yes. Putting Nigeria as hunger. You know what it means? You know what it means? Millions of people in the world, in the country.
For nothing, they say Buhari, they say he did very well.
Why
Now.
you no go do them well? Why you no go do them well? Boko Haram people arrested and put to prison and repented Boko Haram. He put them into military, navy, custom, and solve people problems. Put them into custom, arresting so many people Jews, and they no go do them well. Arrested the Jews, come and go to north and share them for themselves. The bag of rice is a contraband in Nigeria, but you can't go to your house with your family, they eat them. Are you kidding me? Let Tinubu arrest this bandit. Are you hearing me? So let people stop saying they're doing protests in Nigeria. Let the protests stop. They know the truth. Nigeria can go to Nigeria and do war. All the masses can go to Nigeria for the war to arrest Buhari. Nigeria people cannot kill everybody once. This man must be arrested and come here. Let them bring all the money he was borrowed in the outside world. Tell us what he can do for this country. Before Nigeria can even think about goodness. Because I never see any good for Nigeria. Did they give loan? To who? Which people? Mention one. Mention who he give the loan. Which businesswoman? He give a Shobajo 100 million naira to go and give a market women. 100 million. What do you think that they can feel by? Which traders money? Okay, they don't mention how much what this criminal borrowed. You're talking about 100 million naira to go and share market women. How many people is market women you know? Can you enter Agege market or enter Sunday market here? Calculate people where they get. They pass almost 10 million. How much you want give? I mean, I want to go give them. See, let us stop deceiving ourselves. I am angry when I'm condemning this man, Tinubu. I am very angry. This man cannot perform miracles. It's not a Jesus. Are you hearing me? So what? Let Jagaban go back. Invite this man. All the ministers they carried around, arrest them. All the ministers, advisors, carry them. They know where the problem started. They must end it. If you want to help your administration.
But the right of expression, the right of assembly, the right of self-determination, the right even to defend yourself can never be taken from any humanity. As at the time when the treasonable charges was raised against nnamdikanu, and we were not having this type of law being put in place now, or they are trying to put it in place. I'm sure they are going to shut it down at the end of the day. But nnamdikanu did not commit, or the law is not an existent law when treasonable charges was made against nnamdikanu. So therefore, it cannot be used against nnamdikanu. That is one. Two, Nigerians are going to stop that, because what they are trying to do is create a kind of understanding that they want to finally, run Nigeria as a country that is going to be run on tyranny. That's what they mean. That means you do not have right to stand up, you do not have right to protest, you do not have right to say anything against the government, and which is absolutely wrong. The universal law supersedes the national law. There's no how this thing will hold. But what I'm trying to do is that I think the South does not understand the North. And by the time the South will understand the North, it will be a mystery to them. Because if you see the Southern senators or the Southern House of Rep members, the way they do things, it looks as if they are totally out of the world. They are totally out of touch with reality. Normally, the Southern representatives are supposed to be the one who are supposed to be guiding these Northerners on some things that has to do with humanity and civility. This is a nation. This is a country. This is not a banana island. We have right to, of assembly. We have right to that. That's what they call it, democracy. So you see, because of the wickedness of these politicians, they are looking for a way. See, the game is that they are targeting the crude oil resources, and the North knows fully well that they cannot run their own region. they cannot be politically inclined without laying their hand on the crude oil, on the resources of the South. And the South are too has expressed act of cowardice in everything that has to do with the struggle to balance Nigeria. Until they do that, we cannot to have this kind of confusion. How can somebody wake up one day and say that anybody that is asking, yes, even Nigeria seek independence from Britain, were their hands? The Americans seek independence from Britain, were their hands? So it tells you that this kind of thing they are trying to breed is going to die on arrival. It's already dead. Nigerians, I can tell you the level of confusion there now. And that begins to create a kind of suspicion about the intention of this Tinubu's government and the fear of having Muslim tickets at the end of the day. They are advancing, a fanatical ideology on the existence, the corporate existence of Nigeria. You do not have to smuggle such a bill in the first place, where you know that we have over 250 or thereabout ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. And you want to silence them, and you say it's a country. No, it cannot work. Let them continue to throw up charges. Let them continue to manipulate or even invent any kind of bill they want. But the right of expression, the right of assembly, the right of self-determination, the right even to defend yourself can never be taken from any humanity. And that is why it is always been enshrined. They are just trying to create this thing because they have seen it that that they mess up, and the only thing they can do is to make sure that they do not fade away from the resources of the Niger Delta, because on the process of fading away they become completely unassailable. The North will become unassailable because they don't virtually are a burden to the southern Nigeria in all ramifications. They don't go to school, they don't handle anything, nothing, they don't produce anything, they don't engage in social life. All they are interested is politics and crude oil. And the Mumu South is always following them up and down, saying they are North is politically inclined. Who told you that? It is only the Arab Yoruba that will have that understanding inside their brain.
But they have the population.
Which population? What kind of population? Go and listen to what Nnamdikanu said about Nigerian population and why the British government manipulated in 1953. It is there in the record. The reason why British manipulated the northern population against the south is purely political. If you dig deep inside it, you will know that in the real, what they have is a space, maybe a landmass. I've never seen anywhere in the world where forest has a lesser population than the desert. People that live for desert, who live in the desert? Nobody live in the desert. People prefer to live in a delta atmosphere where there is a swamp, where there is water, where there is life. So the damage they actually did, the damage the British government did was what they capitalized on and started advancing the propaganda that the North is more populated than the South. Then even at that, what is the impact of the northern population to the growth of Nigeria? What is the population contributing to the growth of Nigeria? That's the question we continue to ask. So having understand this thing, you understand that they cannot be able to stand on their own without siphoning the strength and the functionality of the South. That's why the Mumu Southern senators, the Mumu Southern rep members are following them like blindly. These are the things you don't just stand up and mention in civility, where intellectual brains, cerebral mindeds are gathered. are representatives of the people. That is why they say it is democracy. What you are seeing in the Senate, what you are seeing in the lower house is democracy. They represent people. Is that what the people ask you to go and do there? To enact a bill that allows people not to say anything, allow people not to form opinion, allow people not to form ideology.
They're in bondage.
Purely bondage. That's what they send you here. Democracy is not about bondage. One of the kindergarten, elementary functionality of democracy is the ability, of expression. It's the ability to say anything, as long as you are not bearing arms against anybody. You have every right to that. But what we're saying today is that this bill they are trying to cook, or they are breeding, or they are finally nursing, will not see the light of the day. Go and mark my word. I'm not here telling you, something that is not real.
But as far as the first reading, they're about wait for the second.
A lot of them has passed the first reading and second reading, But let me tell you that the Tinubu-led administration is just killing, destroying the fabrics that would have given Nigeria life at the end of the day. So, as all of them are heading towards the death of the entity called Nigeria, let them continue to move in that direction. But what I'm telling you is that all these bills that are passing at the end of the day, United Nations Security Council, America, and all the world powers decided that this country is going to be. Would that bill now stop them? Now I'm asking, let it pass 100 reading. Is it going to stop them? Of course, it's not going to stop them. The world powers, the leaders who understand, men of civility and reasoning, will come in and put absolutely rubbish. Who is going to stop America? Who is going to stop the United Nations when they have decided that, okay, today we have agreed to announce self-determination, sovereignty for this set of people? You want to tell me all this rubbish they are doing is going to stand the when people who understand what democracy is all about decide where they want to be, instead of them giving referendum to that, instead of them giving review, constitutional review to issues destroying Nigeria. They are there bringing draconian laws against their citizens. But the fact still remains is that no matter at a point it will get to the Senate, at the point where it will get to the presidency, where the president himself will assent his law, it is not going to hold on Nnamdikanu. They cannot use that law to try somebody like Nnamdikanu, because the charges Nnamdikanu is facing at this point in time was not committed. With the law they are trying to bring up at the end of the day, with the draft that's already going on. So they are going to charge Nnamdikanu based on what is on ground as a law before Nnamdikanu was eventually kidnapped and smuggled back to the country.